We're still in the respiratory virus season, and we're not in the clear from COVID, flu, and RSV. And now doctors in Allegheny County are concerned about measles, with several cases popping up on the other side of the state. I spoke with a doctor tonight who says the biggest concern is a falling child vaccination rate. While we're all trying to stay healthy through the winter, doctors are now worried about the measles.
It is very contagious, especially amongst unvaccinated people. It's more contagious than COVID or flu. It's one of those viruses that really, when we see an outbreak, we do tend to get very worried. It's usually more in young children.
With 9 measles cases confirmed in Philadelphia, AHN internal medicine Dr. Brian Lamb says we're lucky it hasn't popped up in Allegheny County since 2019. But Dr. Lamb says vaccination rates for school-age kids could be better.
Over the last decade or so, we've seen a decrease in the rate of vaccinations for children. And again, it comes back to a lot of misinformation. And so what we've seen, though, the damage has been done, and there are people that are not vaccinating their children against measles. Vaccinate your children. That's one of the biggest things you can do.
The respiratory virus doctors are most worried about right now is still COVID. The Allegheny County Health Department says on average, one person dies from COVID every day. Hundreds more go to the hospital every week.
I think a lot of people have just gotten the idea that, oh, it's over or it's just going to cause a cold. Not in everybody.
In PA, 21% of adults and about 10% of kids have gotten the COVID vaccine. Dr. Lamb and other health experts would like it to be higher, especially for people who are older than 65 or considered high risk. As we all try to avoid getting sick, Dr. Lamb says don't forget to wash your hands and
stay home from work if you're sick. You don't want to spread it to your coworkers. Don't send your children to school sick. I know that's an inconvenience to parents, but you don't want to be the one who unleashes, a respiratory virus into a classroom.
And Dr. Lamb says talk to your doctor about the vaccines. He says some adults who got the measles vaccine a long time ago might need a booster now. The county health department says the flu and RSV is still going around. 6 people have died and 19 have been hospitalized since the start of October because of the flu. For RSV, there have been around 200 hospitalizations and no deaths reported.